are going to be analyzing 3 logical fallacies offered by critics of the Kalam Cosmological Argument, and we will see that this argument does not actually commit these fallacies and is a logically consistent argument that shows that it's reasonable to believe that God exists. The Kalam Cosmological Argument says, everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe had a cause. This argument is saying that there is a universe that exists now, which must have had a cause, since it had a beginning, and everything with a beginning must have had a cause. The first logical fallacy that we're going to look at today is the question-begging fallacy. An argument commits this fallacy when it uses circular reasoning to assume the conclusion of an argument without actually supporting it with evidence, and therefore argues in a circle. For example, it's Socrates' bedtime. Therefore, Socrates needs to go to bed. My parents often use this logical fallacy on me as a child, and I'm embarrassed. Critics object that the Kalam Cosmological Argument presupposes that everything that began to exist has a cause, and therefore concludes that the universe, as part of everything that began to exist, must have had a cause. I would agree that this is circular reasoning if this was as far as our reasoning went for why we believe this, but the reasoning from the claim that everything that began to exist has a cause to the claim that the universe must have had a cause because it had a beginning is supported by evidence. The first premise is supported by universal human experience that things do not just pop into existence without anything causing it. The second premise is supported by scientific evidence for the beginning of the Big Bang and the philosophical impossibility of something existing for an actual infinite amount of time. So therefore both of these premises are supported by evidence, and therefore this argument is not committing the question-begging fallacy. Some will push back on this argument and claim that it commits the fallacy of equivocation, which is when an argument uses the same word in the same context to mean 2 different things. For example, Socrates was Greek. Greek is a language. Therefore, Socrates is a language. In this example, the first use of the word Greek was a nationality, while the second use of the word Greek was referring to a language. Here, the claim is that the Kalam Cosmological Argument is using the word cause in 2 different ways between the first premise and the conclusion. In the first premise, the argument is using the word cause to refer to a material cause, while in the conclusion, the implication is that the word is referring to an immaterial cause. However, both uses of the word cause in the Kalam Cosmological Argument are referring more generally to refer to a cause that produces an effect, which is called an efficient cause and can refer to either a material or an immaterial cause. So this argument is saying that everything that begins to exist must have had an efficient cause to its existence, and since the universe began to exist, it too must have had an efficient cause for its existence, regardless of if that was a material or immaterial cause. Therefore, this argument does not commit the fallacy of equivocation. The third logical fallacy that some claim that the Kalam Cosmological Argument commits is the fallacy of composition, which is also sometimes called the parts for the whole fallacy. This fallacy claims that because every part of something has a property, therefore the entire thing as a whole must also have that property. For example, atoms are light. An elephant is made up of atoms. Therefore, an elephant is light. We know this is obviously not true. Some think that the Kalam Cosmological Argument commits this fallacy because it's saying that since everything within the universe had a cause for its beginning, therefore the universe as a whole also must have a cause for its beginning. However, this argument is not saying that because everything within the universe has a cause, therefore the universe too must have a cause. This argument is saying that the universe as a whole must have had a cause, because something cannot logically come into existence from absolutely nothing. Nothing does not have anything with which to create anything, including the universe. Also, if things could come into existence from nothing without anything causing it, then we should be surprised why this doesn't happen all the time. We do not have any examples of things popping into existence uncaused out of nothing, so it's unreasonable to believe that the universe as a whole came into existence from nothing. Therefore, the universe must have had a cause for its existence. So the Kalam Cosmological Argument is arguing from evidence from universal human experience to conclude that the universe also must have had a cause. Therefore, this argument does not commit the parts for a whole or composition fallacy. So, the Kalam Cosmological Argument does not commit the question-begging, equivocation, or composition fallacies, and is a sound, reasonable argument that shows that it's reasonable to believe that God exists. Please like and subscribe for more videos that share God's love through apologetics, and remember, Jesus loves you.